We're live. We're live right now. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, no way. We're actually live. This is wild. I'm joking. Anyway, we are playing more of Welcome Tour. We're gonna try to get a good bit done. We'll see how much we can get done. This is either gonna be the last time playing it, because I'll probably beat it, or second to last time, and I'll stream it one more time, because I think even if I don't get it done today, in the next stream I definitely will do my best to get this beaten. Not beaten, but like my best to finish it, you know? Let's continue where we left off. Alright, so we're at this quiz. Ultra fast, 4K, HDR, 120 Hertz. Are you interested in TV output? I'm interested. TV output set 4, alright. Ultra high speed. The Nintendo Switch 2 system comes with an HDMI cable. This cable is an ultra high speed HDMI cable. As the name suggests, it can transmit data very quickly. And indeed, the cable needs to transmit a lot of data. The sharp and detailed picture of 4K, the video. The sharp and detailed picture of 4K, the video displayed with bright light HDR, and the smooth images 120 Hz sent to your TV. To achieve all this, a compatible game and TV are required. 120 Hz supports up to 1440p. 60 Hz up to 4K. So you can get 2K with 120 frames per second, and then you can get 60 Hz with 4K. Okay. All right, next one. 4K. In terms of TV image output, Nintendo Switch 2 is compatible with 4K resolution. 4K image is made up of many dots or pixels, 3,840 horizontal and 2,160 vertical. That's 4 times as many pixels as Nintendo Switch. That is the most ever for any Nintendo console. You're right. You're correct. If you have both a game and TV that are compatible, 4K compatible, then you can look forward to having a sharp and detailed picture. Alright, HDR. When the Nintendo Switch 2 console outputs video to the TV, it can do so using very bright light. Devices capable of this are HDR compatible. HDR is short for a high dynamic range. The Nintendo Switch console can use approximately 16.77 million different types of light and color. That's wild. Meanwhile, the Nintendo Switch 2 console can use hundreds of millions. That's even more wild. If you have an HDR compatible game and TV, it's now possible to display bright, intense light. The screen you're looking at right now is a simple image that doesn't use HDR. If we were to enable HDR, it would look like this. Note that this image is just for reference. That's still like wild. Like, that's insane. Oh, it looks like this. In the non-HDR image, there's very little difference in the brightness between the most parts of the explosion and the area around it. Meanwhile, in the HDR image, bright areas can shine very brightly while the darker parts remain unchanged. It can even create subtle differences in darkness and in dark places. However, the brightness and output will vary depending on the TV and TV settings. Try to find the viewing setup that works best for you. Smooth movement. When connected to a TV, Nintendo Switch 2 can produce an image that changes at high speed, up to 120 times per second, in fact. So we say that the screen is 120 Hz compatible. If you have a 120 Hz compatible game and TV, you'll get the appearance of a smooth movement as the pictures change quickly. Nintendo Switch changes images up to 120 times per second. So a rate of 120 times per second. Alright, 60. Nintendo Switch changes up to 60 times per second. So a rate of 120 times per second means that the movement looks twice as smooth. The video shown is just an example, but 120 Hz is supported. That's wild. Mouse movements will appear smoother. Looking around with the right stick will feel smoother. And as you scroll, the screen will look smoother, and so on. And that's not the only benefit of playing games that support 120 Hz. The world appearing to you 1/120th of a second faster could give you an advantage during intense gameplay. I feel like those are like, these last two sections were like exact copies of an earlier thing. Like on the console area. On the console area, they were exact copies. All right, I think it's time for a quiz. Yes, let's take it. Insights quiz, 4 questions. TV output, volume 1. Question number 1. Ultra high speed. Right? We got 4K. Hundreds of millions for the Switch 2. It starts to look healthier, snaky. Yes, of course. Of course. There we go. We're insane. Oh my gosh. I thought there was only 2 quizzes. That's a lot. There's more TV. Alright, you know, I'm gonna get back up to the top. Just so I can do it in order. I don't have to get back up there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Just go ahead and go up there and do those. Oh. There we go. Right. Let's do this. Let's do this minigame. Say, oh, wait, no, we can't do it. I think I tried this earlier. Yep. Paywall game. Paywall game. 2 paywall games. Yeah, AC adapter? Sure. Alright. Alright, removable cable. The Nintendo Switch 2 AC adapter's cable can be detached. This means that when you want to carry the AC adapter around with you, you can easily stow both parts. Okay. Small yet powerful. The Nintendo Switch 2 AC adapter is much smaller than a Nintendo Switch AC adapter. Yeah, and you can unplug it? However, it can output a lot of power. Compared to the Nintendo Switch AC adapter, it's increased by more than 1.5 times, from 39 watts to 60 watts. It's small but mighty. Thin and flexible. The USB charging cable for the Nintendo Switch 2 AC adapter is thinner and more flexible than a Nintendo Switch AC adapter. Okay. This makes the AC adapter convenient and easy to pack nicely on the go. It's easy to wrap up the cable gently as shown here. If you have a Nintendo Switch AC adapter, handy. If you have a Nintendo Switch AC adapter handy, compare the flexibility of the 2 cables. No, thank you. Alright. Insights quiz. Question number 1. Which of the following traits is true of the Nintendo Switch 2 AC adapter cable? It's detachable. Question number 2. What does the Nintendo Switch 2 AC adapter have more watts power? It has more power. How does the Nintendo Switch 2 AC adapter cable compare to it's thinner and more flexible? Yeah, give me that. Perfect. You're on fire, no mistakes at all. I see you've learned a lot about the Nintendo Switch 2 AC adapter. I think it's gonna be like 2 long quizzes left. Come on, a certain minigame here. Is it over here? This one? The only one I've seen right here. He's really into Bullet Barrage game. Okay, I haven't heard them call Bullet Barrage games before. That's a nice, you know, other way of saying those type of games. Which is all well and good except for the difficulty of part 4. Well, I'll tell you more about it soon. Oh well, I've only heard them called... Give me the AC adapter. Yeah. I haven't heard them called Bullet Barrage. Bullet Barrage games before. I've not heard that. I'm glad that there's another term. HDMI out. HDMI is trademarked? Did not know that. It's some fascinating stuff, huh? Speaking of fascinating, how about the images that appear on the TV? Are you interested? Sure. Super interested. Easy to use without any setup. Some TVs include special settings. Suited. And I really gotta yeah, figure out how to play this game without. Yeah. Anyway, some TVs include special settings suited to the games. This is sometimes called game mode. This makes the images less prone to lag, which makes playing them easier. When it comes to the Nintendo Switch 2, you may not need to enable such TV settings manually. It automatically switches the TV to a mode that's suited for games. This is known as being ALM compatible. ALM stands for Auto Low Latency Mode. However, this feature is only available for ALM compatible TVs. The system is set up to automatically make games easier to play without having to change any settings. Interacting with the TV. The Nintendo Switch 2 exchanges more than just images with the TV. It interacts in all kinds of ways. The console is what's called CEC enabled. CEC stands for Consumer Electronics Control. Let's go. When you power on the Nintendo Switch 2 system, the TV will automatically turn on and the input mode will change. And when the TV is turned off, the Nintendo Switch 2 system will automatically enter sleep mode. Okay. This feature can be found under the system settings on the home menu and is called Match TV Power State. Not only that, but the TV will also display Switch 2 when switching input to the Nintendo Switch 2 console. With CEC compatibility, the Nintendo Switch 2 console is easily recognized by the TV. However, the compatibility of your TV may differ from model to model. You'll need to check the TV's instructions for more information. I'll probably all say TV and not like TV/monitor. Like, I'm using a monitor, man. But then again, let me just some type of display, so I guess it doesn't really matter that they make that, you know, specific. When you play on a Nintendo Switch 2 system connected to a TV, various electrical signals are output via the USB Type-C connector on the console. These signals won't normally show up on the TV. Not without a little extra help anyway. The Nintendo Switch 2 dock picks out the video signals, converts them into a different video signal type called HDMI, and then sends the video signals to your TV via an ultra high-speed HDMI cable. The dock does a lot of heavy lifting. How pictures get to the screen. When you connect the Nintendo Switch 2 console to a TV and turn on the power, images appear on the screen. You might think that the console is simply outputting signals to the TV, but in fact all kinds of processes are going on between the console, the dock, and the TV. When the console is turned on, its information is transmitted to the dock, which then transmits the signal through the cable to the TV. The TV then responds, and the dock relays that response back to the console. So you see the console and the TV communicate through the dock. At this point, the main unit asks the TV through the dock what kind of video it can handle. The console receives the reply via the dock, and the console decides what kind of image to display. Finally, oh my gosh, all this happens as soon as I turn on my TV? That's wild. The images output from the console conveyed by the dock and then displayed on the TV. All sorts of processes are handled in a short span of time before the image is displayed. That's wild. Quiz. It's time to take a little quiz. Insights quiz. Volume 1. Where's the 2? It says 2. Question number 2. Switches to special gaming mode. I'm gamer. I'm gamer. Communicates to the TV in ways other than video. It's the only one I remember, so CEC is correct. What does the Nintendo Switch 2 dock do with the video signal sent from the Nintendo Switch 2 console? It ignores them. Let's see, it converts them for the TV, right? Question number 4. How did the Nintendo Switch 2 console and the TV communicate with each other before the video is output? They speak verbally, bro. Yeah, I hear them talking all the time. It's wild. They email each other? Bro. Alright, let's go. Perfect. Nice, you aced it. You must be a TV output genius by now. Alright, so it looks like we get 2 more quizzes to take for this dock area. Already got that. I don't think there's any other spaces, right? I didn't realize there were letters and symbols written here. I have to check them out on my own console when I get home. think that's it for this floor, right? I usually play in handheld mode, but maybe I'll get TV mode. I'm the exact opposite of you, my guy. I usually play in dock mode. And never really in handheld. Quiz. Yep, and there's no second quiz over here. So they just spawn after you take your quiz. They spawn in. Alright, but I gotta figure out, is there any... Air intake lower left. Still 3 that I'm missing? Well, I'll get back up after I take these quizzes. Is the dock just a fancy word for a stand, or is there more to it? Why is the back of the dock rounded? I'm so interested. Alright, yeah, there's gonna be one more after this, and then we're done with the dock. First glance, the Nintendo Switch 2 dock might just look like a regular stand, but it's actually much more than that. It can change video signals from the Nintendo Switch 2 console to signals that your television can receive. It has USB ports letting you use multiple what's that say? That's K. Multiple, I don't even know what that word could be. Kinds, okay. I need to actually expand my vocabulary. Even though I knew that, I just didn't like think. Alright, it has USB ports letting you use multiple kinds of devices, and it allows you to connect to the internet via a LAN cable. A revamped dock. The Nintendo Switch 2 dock is designed to use is designed to use with the Nintendo Switch 2 console. This means that it can't be used with the Nintendo Switch console. At first glance, the new dock doesn't look that different from the Nintendo Switch dock, but on the inside, a lot has changed. It needs to keep up with the Nintendo Switch 2 console's rapid video signals. Also, now that the dock is bigger, if you try to force the Nintendo Switch 2 console into the Nintendo Switch 2 dock, the control sticks on attached controllers might get stuck. In short, please don't try to insert any Nintendo Switch consoles into the Nintendo Switch 2 dock. Conversely, the Nintendo Switch console cannot be inserted or can't be used with the Nintendo Switch dock. The Nintendo Switch 2 console uses a lot more electricity than the Nintendo Switch console. So even if you could connect it, it would exceed the Switch dock's. Nintendo Switch dock's power capabilities and simply won't work. Please make sure to only use the Nintendo Switch console with the Nintendo Switch dock, and only to use the Nintendo Switch 2 console with the Nintendo Switch 2 dock. Yep, alright. But I was gonna try it. I wanted to try it. The Nintendo Switch 2 dock has a cooling fan inside. This prevents the dock from getting too hot and allows the Nintendo Switch 2 console to perform at its Nintendo Switch 2 console to perform at its best. Also, the base of the dock is raised about 2 millimeters. There are many holes on the underside of the dock, the console, and the dock. Hold up, my dog she went to my door and she's like acting like she can't open it when there's a small gap. Come on. You can open it. You got it. You got it. I believe in you. It's right. It's open. Squeeze through it. Come on. It's not it. Stick your nose in there and it'll open. It'll open even more. Alright, I'll help you out. Alright, she's good now. She's good. There she goes. The console and the dock's fans draw air through these holes and through gaps at the sides. This helps the inside of the console and the dock to stay as cool as possible, even though when I pick it up it's still pretty hot. A rounded back. If you look at the back of the Nintendo Switch 2 dock, you'll find it has rounded edges. This dock has much more rounded shape to it than the Nintendo Switch 2 dock. Why is it rounded like this? It's so that the release buttons on the Joy-Con 2 controllers are easier to reach. When the Nintendo Switch 2 console is inserted into the dock, detaching the Joy-Con 2 controller should be easy. The dock isn't rounded just because it looks cuter that way. Yes, I do get to take a fun little quiz. You're so right. You're so right. Nintendo Switch 2, welcome to our worker, lady. The Nintendo Switch 2 dock serves many purposes, but which of the following does it not do? Use infrared communication. Which of the following can the Nintendo Switch 2 console use? Switch 2 dock. Alright. There to take in air. Why is the back of the Nintendo Switch 2 dock rounded? To make them easier to detach. To look cute. That's correct. That's correct. No, I was wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong. Oh. What? I thought it said to look cute. Okay, so there's one more with the 3 questions. She spawned there. She was that. Well, he or I don't know, but they were not there. They were not there a second ago. How'd you? I can understand if the desk was empty, but there was no desk here. How? How did you do that? All right, yeah, I'm interested in. You see a little bump somewhere. I don't even know on the bottom. Ridge and some bumps. You look into the Nintendo Switch 2 dock from directly above. You'll see a mechanism around the connector that makes it easier to insert the Nintendo Switch 2 console. Here in the middle, it's a narrow ridge, and here the little 2 bump, and there are 2 little bumps here to the left and right. Now, if we take a look at the Nintendo Switch 2 console, you'll see that it has indentations that line up with the ridge and bumps. These guide the console into the right positions for it to fit into the dock's connector. First, the ridge in the middle of the dock fits into the indentation on the console's underside, lining them up. Next, the left and right bumps fit into the console's other indentations for even more precise alignment. These bumps sit on top of a small stand which is supported by springs. The connector only comes out when this is pushed down. When the connector at last emerges, the console connects to the dock via the connector. With such a mechanism, even if you get a bit sloppy when inserting the console into the dock, it should still work. Please don't be 18 slides. 12, okay. The underside of the Nintendo Switch 2 dock is a little rounded. Down here near where the system connector and the dock goes, there are spots that are slightly raised. Positioning is a little off when the console is inserted into the dock. These raised spots will come into contact with the inside of the dock. Without this raised spot, the ridge. That's so true. The ridge on the dock might slide off the rounded part of the console and bend. Additionally, the connectors may not be inserted properly. With this slightly raised spot, oh, dude, that's a nice animation. We've ensured that the console will not get stuck. 7. Ooh, 13, okay. On the underside of the Nintendo Switch 2 dock, there are 4 small rubber feet. These rubber feet prevent the dock from sliding when the console is inserted. This may sound great, but if the cable connected to the dock snags. But if the cable connected to the dock snags and the feet catch, the dock might tilt over and fall since it doesn't slide. So we modified one of the 4 feet. A bit of plastic that sticks out slightly more. If the dock tilts slightly, this plastic will touch the floor. It will slide a little bit, making the dock less likely to fall over. This tiny extra piece of plastic comes in very handy. That's pretty interesting. There's a lot of like innovation and stuff with this like whole console. Like that's something I wouldn't think about. I'd be like, yeah, you need rubber so it doesn't fall over. So it doesn't slide. I wouldn't have thought about that. I wouldn't have thought about like, yeah, we need to add that so it doesn't fall over when you accidentally snagged it on something. The ridge and bumps in the Nintendo Switch 2 dock allow the Nintendo Switch 2 console to be inserted in what way? With little force? I don't know about how I feel about that question, but you can always take it in. On the Nintendo Switch 2 console, some race spots can be found. They are to make. There we go. I did one, just one, not all of them, just one. I knew it. I knew it. I didn't feel good about all of them. Let's take it in. We got it. That's my second quiz I failed. Man. This was the first one. With some imprecision. Okay, that makes sense. Race spots to stop it from getting I don't know if that was right actually. I didn't really pay attention. I was just trying to speed. Okay, we're good. Never mind. Let's go. I've learned too much about the Switch 2, honestly. More than I kind of like. Oh my god, bro. This is like... I pay for a giant pamphlet. This game is a giant pamphlet with mini games. I don't mind the mini games. Or like some of the stuff's interesting to learn and like cool, but then at a certain point it's like, okay, it's great. I gotta look at the camera too. The camera? How do you innovate on a camera? Because like I plugged in a regular old camera, I was fine. Alright, we'll go up here. We do have to go back up here. Run along the wall. There's another one. Air vent. Now we're missing 2. What's another one be? I can't do that one. Would really like to do that minigame. Any over here? Stamp, stamp, stamp. Okay, there's no stamps. No more stamps up here. Oh, there's one. There's got to be one right under there with the LAN cable, where the LAN cable goes. But there's 2. So there'll be a second one that I have to go by, like right beside it. There is. Okay. All right, there we go. And then the LAN cable. LAN port, not the cable. My bad. My bad, man. My bad. Gotta get to the camera area G. Which I assume can't be too long. I understand how the dock was like this big. Because like it does a good bit. This area, well, like the camera doesn't even come with the console, so like then again it was one of their kind of selling points that they had during the like the direct and stuff. Alright. That face game made me laugh so much. Your face was so funny. Oh, do I have to show my... Well, I ain't doing my face on this, but like... And I don't even have the Switch 2 camera. I just have my regular, like, webcam. Which I won't be using on stream, so... Yeah. Did you get all the stamps in Area F? The Nintendo Switch... yeah, I did. I got all of them. Nice sound. Alright, climb up to new heights, you say? There's gotta be something around here. On the bottom. What is that emoji, man? Nintendo Switch 2 camera area. Quiz. Don't tell me. I can read it on your face. You're mighty confident in your own facial expressions. Dog. Me win an emoji movie. I can bring it up because this mini game is all about making faces at the camera. If there's a camera connected to Nintendo Switch 2 console, it'll be easy to recognize your face. You have to move your whole face, eyes, eyebrows, mouth, neck, and the whole shebang. Look at the face shown on the screen and try to imitate it as closely as possible. You don't want me to have my camera connected, aren't you? I'm not doing that. My bad, chat. My bad. Do I have to use my face for this one? Feel the shape. Okay, HT2 realm. A feature that can create complex iterations. I have to guess the shape, but okay. Why is this in the camera section? Why? Yeah, why is this in the camera section? All right, let's feel. Let's feel what this shape is. So this is is it guaranteed to be it? It's not. I'm insane. No, dude. All right, I'm not feeling around. Honestly, here I'll try. I'll actually try to feel around. What is triangle? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna start guessing. Man. Dude. I feel like there's like set patterns. There's not set patterns, my bad. All right. Okay. Darn, man. All right, let's just guess. All right, and okay. All right. Okay, those are two way too similar. I'm just gonna, dude, honestly, all right, lock in. Oh, okay, that the last one's not 50-50. Lock in. Oh, dude, I thought I was gonna get two in a row of just infinite, like. I'm insane. I'm insane, bro. Oh my gosh, let's go. Insane cheat, insane cheat, insane cheat. But how fast can you get that though? How fast can you get that? Let's find out. Let's see if we can get even quicker. Just keep on. Choose the same one again and again. Alright, so it's wrong. Okay, that was wrong again. Wow. Okay, let's just do it in. Let's just do it until we get all the first four right again. Once we get to the last one, no matter what happens, I'm just gonna stop this minigame because I already got all 3 medals because I got under 5. Oh my gosh. Let's get the one time I want to get all right. Let's go all right though. Let's go all right. Let's go all left. There's no shot. All right. How did I get lucky on that? I got really lucky on that, bro. You know, this is the last one. He's already got under 5, I think. We at least got. We can't end up on like the first one being bad, right? Okay. Darn. You're at one set. I said it was the last one, but like, you know, you can't stop on that bad of a loss, right? Come on. Oh my gosh, man. Man, come on. No. Darn it. Okay, that was not it. Okay. No. Alright. Yeah, this is the last one no matter what. Let's do alternating. Let's just stick to one side because that's quicker too, you know? Darn it. Alright. Once the first one's I check again, and then no matter what happens, we're done. Because I gotta move on. Okay, no more. Alright, no more. No more trying our insane runs. We're actually good at that for getting 3. I did get all of them that quick. Oh, there's a part 2. Okay. The alphabet. Please tell me it's still 50-50. Oh, 1 and 3 is not terrible. One and 3 isn't terrible, but then you have to. I didn't feel anything in the middle. Okay. Oh my god. Darn it. Okay. B. Dude. I felt it all the way. Okay, this is actually wild. This music is making me go insane. This music. How was that A? Alright, let's get the. Start off with 1 and 3 chance to save time, alright, and then we go. Okay. Those two feel the exact same. Why would you put P and F in the exact same? Wow, okay. That's the one. And of course, I don't do B on that one. Alright. Let's just. Whoa, okay. This sound is actually pretty irritating. C. Okay. Let's go. Oh my god. Okay. You see that or in or okay? I should have checked. I'm just gonna start the first one off by clicking B each time. I'm gonna start the first one off by clicking C each time. Let's start the first one off by clicking A each time. Alright. Okay. Okay. Again? Oh my god. It'll be. Let's just, yeah. Dude. We got this. Lock in. Lock in. Okay. Okay. Okay, I was about to fumble that. No! No! You know what? I'll see. This HD Rumble 2 is not even that good. Like, it's not this impressive, guys. You guys are. That was not K. That was not K. Okay, that was K. I felt where like it was either B or P. How is it that? Alright. Okay, I'm actually hating this game right now. The one time. I'm not even feeling it. Let's just... Okay. Okay. Dude, I feel something where the difference between a P and an F, I feel like that difference. I can feel it there. I don't know what they mean when that's F. That's not F. H. Is it E or B? Okay. No! Okay, that was like insane. Alright, let's go. Okay. Oh, okay. Dang it. If I pick C, if I felt around, I was like, we don't have enough time. C. H. Okay. H, okay, good. Yep, that had to be E. Alright, last one. It's oh! Oh my gosh, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh my gosh, get me out of here. I don't want to hear that music again, please. Please never take me back there. Please. That one was just... Annoying. Oh my god. Stop. Nope. Do not. I don't even want to look in that general direction. Is this like the... Okay, I was like, what? Makes sense that they have a cable clip. That's honestly pretty smart to put on there. Nothing too special though. Like, I feel like other companies have done that. Is the dock the base? Yeah, that's what I meant. Not the dock. Why did I say the dock? Dude, I read so much about the dock. I'm only thinking about the Nintendo Switch dock right now. That's the only thing on my mind. The only thing on my mind is the Nintendo Switch 2 dock. That's why I said that. All right. You can learn more about the Nintendo Switch 2 camera here. You'll learn how easy it is to use the camera's camera ring slider, info about past Nintendo cameras, and more. There was the one on the Game Boy. There was the one on the Game Boy. All 3DS and DS. At least the DSi. At least the DXi. I don't know. What else? What else? Have there been other cameras? Oh, the Wii U. There's a camera on the Wii U. I can't think about anything else. I don't know. The Nintendo Switch 2 camera has a movable head. It can be tilted up and down. Okay. More precisely, so like this part, like the Nintendo Switch 2 part, it's like, oh, you're finding out cool things about your console. This part is like, we're gonna be selling this camera to you right now. You're gonna purchase it for the $50. You're purchasing it for the $50. That's what you're gonna do. All right, more precisely, you can tilt it down about 10 degrees or up about 25 degrees from its initial position. With this range of motion, even if you place the camera somewhere up, high up or down low, you should still be able to center it on what you want to capture. Also, to keep the head at an angle, you adjust it to the sandwich silicone rubber between the inner parts. Okay. Capturing a wide angle. One benefit of the Nintendo Switch 2 camera is that I can capture a fairly wide angle. To get technical, the field of view is 110 degrees. That's nearly twice what the Nintendo 3DS camera could capture. Thanks to this wide angle, the camera can capture your whole face while you play in handheld mode and tabletop mode. It makes it easier to capture two people playing side by side. And in TV mode, the camera can even capture a player who's standing. It's also easier to fit multiple people sitting around a room within the field of view. If the angle seems a little wide, you can zoom in when using game chat. The angle feels a little wide. You can zoom in when using game chat, narrow the whoa, I'm tripping up on my words right now. That was wild. Okay, when using game chat, to narrow the field of view. Okay. Preventing distortion. As you may already know, the Nintendo Switch 2 camera can capture a wide angle. However, if we didn't take any measures, the camera could run into a problem. The image would begin to distort around the edges. To address this, we designed a lens so that people near the edge of the frame aren't distorted. While this means that the spot directly in the front of the lens will come out slightly distorted. It reduces the chance of people looking distorted. The privacy shutter. Oh, goated Nintendo for adding that. Goated. The privacy shutter on the Nintendo Switch 2 camera, you can close the camera if you use its slider. Right, slider, yeah. Alright. Close, you can close the camera if you use its slider. When the shutter's closed, the camera won't be able to capture anything. So if you're ever concerned about privacy, you can simply close the shutter. When the shutter is closed, the lens will be covered with a white lid, so you can tell at a glance the camera can't see you. You can also check the LED to the left of the lens. If the LED is on, the camera is on. If it's off, the camera is off. That's not all. To prevent the shutter from only closing halfway, we used a torsion spring so that it either opens or closes fully. It will feel like it's being pulled open or pushed closed. One more thing. When you close the shutter and an image is sent to the Nintendo Switch 2 console to indicate that nothing is being captured. Alright, Nintendo and cameras trace back through Nintendo's history, and you'll find that Nintendo has made it possible for players to play games using cameras for some time. I knew it. I knew they were going to mention the Game Boy camera. Lets you play with pictures you take of your face. You can aim the Wii Remote's pointer lens at the TV screen. I don't think that counts as a camera. Whoa. Oh my god, dude, that is That is a flashback. Just seeing that layout. Just seeing the layout is wild. Nostalgia. The Nintendo DSi system lets you calculate two similar people's faces look. Oh, how similar? Relatives 22%? Bro, what? Nintendo 3DS and Air cards let you play with things that don't physically exist in the real world. The Wii U gamepad lets you see the face of other players. I don't think a single person did that. I don't think a single person ever once. I've never seen that used or talked about. You can build functional controllers out of the cardboard using the IR motion camera on the Switch Joy-Con R. With Mario Kart Live Home Circuit, you could turn your home into a racetrack. I forgot about that thing. It's not just about taking pictures, it's about having fun. Alright. Try it out. Insights Quiz. Nintendo Switch 2 Camera, Volume 2. In which the head of it, which one? It's up and down. It can't be moved. Don't even think about moving it. It can't be moved or touched. All right, it is 110. Question number 3. The edges. What must you do to cover up the lens? Turn the slider. Will it to close? Will it to, like, you're just sitting there staring at it. Just close. You're just like staring deep into its eyes, its lens. As the Nintendo FBI employee in both the FBI and Nintendo watches you from afar. Which of the following has been a way you can use the camera to play? By aiming at a TV screen using cardboard controller, and yep. Let's go. I knew I got 100%. I know. Yep, give me that. Okay. Just one more of those long ones. It's great. We meet again. You may recall when I brought out the minigame Dodge the Spike Balls. It was designed by staff members really into bullet barrage games, which is fine, but the problem is I think the designer likes that sort of game too much and went a little overboard. That part 4 is really, really hard. The designer said the difficulty is what makes it so fun, so I guess what I'm saying is Dodge the Spike Balls part 4 is the toughest challenge you'll find at this exhibition, so be ready for it. Oh, but if you're struggling with it, try handing the second controller to a friend. It can actually be played with 2 players. Can I play it yet? Oh, I need 99. Can't do those 2 yet, because, yeah. That one, I don't have enough. Don't have enough. Can't do 4K one, and I assume that's 4K part 2. Yeah. 95, 90. I assume there's like the extra medals or whatever. How many different areas are there? How many areas are there? Guess we'll find out. Let's go up. Ding dong. Some glasses. Oh my god. I mean, don't overexert myself. I can't hold a pair of glasses and a book at the same time. They call me that frail. Alright, anyway. Yep, someone lost their... I don't even know what. I feel like having to run back and forth is more exerting. It's a lot more exerting than just picking up 2 things at once. Alright, we go over here. Thank you for turning this in. You're welcome. There's still more. I don't know how many spaces there are. What do you got over there? We gotta get, that's like the final challenge. H. Where we at? Where are we at now? F. G. We're at G. H is the next one. And that is, I remember being able to see the other like wrist strap for the left controller, but I can understand how you split up the stuff of the two Joy-Cons on the two Joy-Cons, but then like there's not that much technology on the straps. So why is there a second one if that's what I'm going to? Are you interested? I am interested. Yeah. All that reading, man. You make me do all that reading. All right, here, hold up. All right, I just came back. I'm back. We're back. Huh? What up? Achievement on Twitch? No way. Oh, let's go. Okay. Right back to it. Here's the Nintendo Switch 2 camera. It's been specially designed for the Nintendo Switch 2, so whether you're playing in TV mode, tabletop mode, or handheld mode, it should be pretty easy to use. If the camera is connected via the console upper USB Type-C connector, you can change play modes without even having to disconnect it. Okay, that's pretty quick. USB cameras. If you want to use a camera of the Nintendo Switch 2, it doesn't have to be the specific Nintendo Switch 2 camera, and I found that out release night. Release morning? Because I went to the midnight release and I was up with a friend, and yeah, it was pretty fun. I just slept at 4. It's the latest I've been able to sleep. It was wild. It does not have to be the specific Nintendo Switch 2 camera. It's compatible with other USB cameras. I think those are just generic shapes and junk. Okay. Alright. Okay, let me fix my controller in my hand. So, if you happen to own a USB camera, you may be able to use it if you connect it to the Nintendo Switch 2 console. However, it really depends on the USB camera itself. If you're not sure, you can select test USB camera within the system settings, which can be accessed from the home menu. Then try connecting your USB camera. But of course, the Nintendo Switch 2 camera will be sure to work with the Nintendo Switch 2. I thought it wouldn't. How does it work? I thought it wouldn't. Huh? How does that make sense? Hold up, if this is Arigato Mr. Roboto. Arigato Mr. Roboto. Arigato Mr. Roboto. Alright, I'm back. Oh, one thing that you'll have noticed about the Nintendo Switch 2 camera is that it comes with a stand. It's a handy thing. You can use it to quickly position the camera for use in any mode, whether it's TV mode, tabletop mode, or handheld mode. It won't move or fall over easily and has been designed to help the camera capture a clear image no matter where you place it, but that's not all. If you ever used a camera that captures your face from below, perhaps the resulting picture wasn't very flattering, but the Nintendo Switch 2 camera, its stand means you won't have to worry as much about it being too low. You can also change the position of the camera however you want in order to achieve the optimal angle. Finally, there's one more benefit to the stand's height. It's tall enough so that you can place the camera behind the Nintendo Switch 2 dock and still get a good view. I didn't think about that. That's true. That's true. Illuminating your face. The Nintendo Switch 2 camera was designed with brightness in mind. We wanted it to be able to capture people's faces brightly and clearly. First, the camera detects where your face is, then it brightens up the image to bring out your face, even if the background becomes too bright in the process. Camera prioritizes making faces brighter and clearer. Because of this, the Nintendo Switch 2 camera is not well suited to capturing plain landscapes. You're saying it's not well suited? What? Alright, they did say suited. Oh my gosh. Subscribe. Clear image in the dark. Even darker lighting, the Nintendo Switch 2 camera is capable of taking pictures even if you're in a dimly lit room at night. Its sensor can pick up small amounts of light, which allows the camera to capture a clear image. However, a problem can arise if the camera tries to brighten the image in a dark environment. Image noise can be introduced from power supplies or heat, making the image even brighter. This result may result in a muddy look. Normally, it wouldn't be possible to tell whether the muddiness is due to image noise or a light spot. So how does the camera handle this? Here's an example. If there were no light spots in a previous image, then image noise is probably to blame. Camera constantly checks the image feed like this. It uses a number of different methods to try to eliminate as many sources of noise as possible. And that's it for the camera. Boom. Insights quiz. Nintendo Switch 2 camera. Volume 2. Question 1. Around the Nintendo Switch 2 console, would you connect the Nintendo Switch 2 console? The air vent. Pff, obviously. Question number 2. USB. Disposable cameras. The Nintendo Switch 2 camera stand was designed to help take what kind of photos? Beautiful night panoramas. Oh, what can the Nintendo Switch 2 camera produce bright, clear photos of? People's faces. When you're using the Nintendo Switch 2 camera, what's erased? Noise. Metadata. The user's memory, like on the console, or like their actual memory? That's kind of wild if it's their actual memory. Perfect score? Good stuff. Looks like you know a little more about the Nintendo Switch 2 camera now. And that's it. That's all there is to the camera. There's gonna be a thing over here. Yep. 3 more. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Bing. Two right here. The lens, and is the other one gonna be the light? Do it. One more. Gotta be one for like the head itself, right? There's not any more up here. Oh my god. There's a nice change. Oh my gosh. Dude. NPC lore goes wild. What game show we get back? That's what I did. NPC lore is wild though. Need one more. What else could we need? We've already done the base. Is there one for the neck? Okay. The stand / pole, okay. G is open. Oh, we're gonna climb inside the left one? Even though it's basically the same as the right one. I was gonna say why it's not 100%, but I was like, well, I haven't done the thing. Can't do those two. Not gonna do that. Yeah, right now, right here, right now. Some of these are a paywall though. Like you have to have a USB camera, but I mean, like USB camera is more understandable because most people have had to do like Zoom meetings and stuff and like stuff like that. USB camera, okay, that's not that bad. You need me to have a 4K display? I'm sorry. You want me to have a 4K TV? That's actually wild. I did get all the stamps. Let's get it. Alright, area H. How many like areas are there? I get a draw. I'm going straight to that. Oh, but I really don't. Please don't make me do a lot of quizzes game. I'm kind of tired of the quizzes. Please. Give me a break and let me have fun. Alright, there's gonna be one here. This is the screenshot. Capture button. Ooh, what's this? Recon 2 chip. Back. Alright, down button. Then you get the right and left and up. Alright. Insane, we're insane, we're capturing every single thing. Plus button. Minus button, my bad. 2 more. No. Let's do this one. Color the shape's triangle. And do just that. You'll be rotating the Joy-Con to left and right while using the mouse controls. Mouse coloring the shapes but taking care not to get outside the lines. Make sure to anchor the marker in such a way that it streamlines the process. Alright, let's color. Let's do some coloring. Let's color the shapes, shall we? Alright. I'll have to do it in like 9 seconds. Boom, insane. So you get that one, but I'm sure this other one's like 5 seconds. So I want to try. Yeah, yeah, I was already gonna get a worse score, so I was like, I knew it was 5. I caught it was gonna be 5. Oh my gosh. Darn it. Dog! One of these is gonna be like a star or something, like the shapes have to color in. 0.66 seconds off. Alright, so I can do it when it's lower, but not too up high. I can't, it's like... I guess I can't do it when it's lower either. I wasn't gonna get that, so I was like, not even gonna waste my time. Oh, so close. Let's go. Give me that medal. Give me that medal. No, I don't want to do it again. Stop. Oh my gosh. It'd be quicker if I just do that. Go back. And the next one, I don't know. It's gonna be some shape. Like, star? Not yet. Umbrella is the final one. The next one's circle. It's gonna be circle, guys. Watch. Star. It's a star. I called star. I called star. Star versus the view. What? One of these is gonna be circle and then umbrella. Come on, man. Darn it. man. I don't even think I... Oh my gosh, I thought I was gonna say I don't even think I got the second one, but I mean, okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. Now let's do the third one. Flowers? No, it's not umbrella. No, I was wrong. This isn't Squid Game. I thought it was gonna be right. This is like Squid Game, but instead of just going on the outline, you have to fill it in. What is that? Oh my god. Okay, that's wild. That's actually insane. So you gotta do the stems first or something. Pretty flower, pretty flower, pretty... It's gonna be sub 30. I feel like sub 30 is doable. Where? I was scammed. I was scammed. I was scammed on that last bit. That was fast. Alright, get that. And then gonna do this one. Then gonna do this one. Then gonna do this. What is? Alright, then we gotta do a big circle here. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Was it 40? Yeah. Oh, 45. How fast do I need to do it to get the third one? 30? That's a beat 30? That did not get outside of it. I did not get outside of it. Man, come on. There's a one harder than this. There's a harder version of this, bro. Bro, if this was like IRL, I'd be smoking the competition right now. I'd be smoking the... What? I did not do it. That was not me. 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 Alright, then we gotta do this one. Oh, I should have... I should have like, yeah, that was my bad. That one is my fault. My fault, chat. My fault. Me when I have 3 pixels outside of the lines, like, what? Alright, then we go do this, then we go do this. Dun, dun, dun. Alright, then we got this, and then we got this. Alright, then we got this, and then we got... No. Alright, then we got that. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. 25? I thought I had it. I thought it was gonna be like 30, not 25. We'll try like a couple more times and then we're gonna move on. Alright, we're actually gonna be speedrun this. Watch. I so wish there were leaderboards for this. Like Nintendo, it would have been worth the $10 if there were leaderboards on this. Okay. What? That was not okay. You know what? Let's just not even try anymore. Let me get like this. Whoa. Okay, okay. Alright, alright. Okay. 25 is kind of insane though. 25 is actually insane. 25 is actually insane. 25 is actually insane. 25 is actually insane. 25 is insane! Where? You're lying. You made that up. You made that up. That was a piece of your imagination. Like, I did not mess that up, man. I need to learn to let go. I don't always need to be holding on to it. Whoa. Okay. Alright, this is the last one. This is the last one. This is not the last one. I lied to you. I'm so sorry. Alright, and then we got to do that one, and we do this, and then we do that, and then we do this. So over here, and then that, and then boom, and then bam. Oh! I was so close. I was so close. You're right, I was so close. We'll leave it there for now, because I don't want to do it again. I don't want to do it for a while. That's actually just insane, though. Okay. Alright. Are we looking at different controllers from Nintendo? Is that what she said? Alright. No, I don't want to talk to you. Nintendo 64. Man, you're old. Oh my. Just kidding. For decades now, Nintendo controllers have had control sticks. The first Nintendo controller to feature a control stick was the Nintendo 64 controller from all the way back in 1996, and then came the Nintendo GameCube controller, which is both a control stick and a dedicated C stick. The Nunchuck for Wii has a control stick, while the Classic Controller and the Classic Controller Pro, also for Wii, both have L and R sticks. The Wii U Gamepad and Wii U Pro Controller also have L and R sticks, along with the Joy-Con and Nintendo Switch Pro Controller. How many of those controllers did you recognize? All of them. We've been reshaping and improving controllers as time goes on. How control sticks work. At the bottom of each control stick, there's a part that touches the spot where electricity flows, so when a stick is tilted, that part touches this spot. The part that touches this spot moves depending on the degree of the tilt. When that part's touching this spot, my mouse, okay. When the part that's touching this spot moves, the strength of the electrical flow changes. The computer detects this to know how much the control stick is being tilted. This mechanism can detect even the slightest movements, which allows for very precise controls. The Joy-Con 2 control sticks have been given some attention. We wanted the controls to feel nice and comfortable. To that end, we made sure that they move smoothly and don't feel like they're snagging. They also snap back to the center. It'll make sense once you compare it to the control sticks on the Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons. I haven't felt a difference, honestly. I mean, they do feel nicer, but like, yeah, have changed a lot from the Joy-Con. Well, Joy-Con control sticks on the Nintendo Switch. They're bigger and easier to place your fingers on. Yeah, I agree with that. They can also move a little wider. Can. Well, I can't test. Well, I can test that. I'm not going to. I'll take your word for it because this is, yeah. And the control sticks are a little easier to press in. Multiple efforts were made to make them easier to use. What about the drift? Address the drift. Because if these get drift, it's $100 to replace them. It was already like 75, I think, to get a pair of new Nintendo Switch 1 Joy-Cons. These are $100. Please address that. Please, Nintendo, address the fact that yeah. What about the drift? You should have been like, yeah, there's a big issue with drift on the last ones, and these they don't have any more drift. Well, they aren't. I don't even know. They're bigger, right? Number 2. Music plays when you move them. They snap back to the center. Music plays when you move them. That'd be honestly amazing. Like, I don't even know. I didn't have to read the question. This does not have it. Let's go. All right, so there's 2 more with like each have, I think they each have 3. Let's go down the ladder. Where's the ladder? Doop, 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 doop. There is 2 more. Help, help, help. HD Rumble 2. What about the last one though? Battery pack. Ooh. I'm standing on the battery right now. That's insane. That's insane. I forgot. Oh, I forgot about that area. I forgot about that area. What about over here? Let's do this. Let's do this mini game and then quiz and then thing in the mini game. Proof of your talent, at least. Yeah. Matching pairs with how much they rumble. Okay. Hold one Joy-Con as normal and the other like a mouse. Okay. Match up the vibrations. How's am I supposed to play it? What do you mean? Okay, what? How am I supposed to guess if I can't switch the card that I'm on without guessing the next one? Well, what I don't even know what I just said there. Does this get lucky? Ooh, got that right. This is wild. Like, okay, get that one right. That does not feel like a drill. So we can do better. We can do better. Okay, if none of the no. Build 24 moves, and I got lucky there. Right, so 18. Nope. Let's get. I want to keep on restarting until I get the first pair right. Maybe not, because that's gonna be annoying. Impossible. You get 18, I think. Oh, there's not the same. Insane. Let's go. Let's go. There was luck in there for sure, but let's go. There was some luck in there for sure. But we did it. We did it. You should meet 3. I'm not really interested, but okay. Moving connectors. One way the Nintendo Switch 2 console and Joy-Con 2 controllers were linked is via connectors. These connectors can't slide around much. They're designed to move only very slightly. You know, this video is purely for reference. Even if the controllers are not perfectly lined up when you attach them, the connectors will do the rest of the work. Their position should line up perfectly. I've read that before with the exact same animation like in the last one. Joy-Con 2 controllers attach firmly to the console. Why is this? It's not just because of the magnets, they're very strong. Magnetic circuit, we stimulated lots of combinations and positions. Out of those, we selected the magnet circuit. That resulted in the strongest possible configuration. In this case, it makes the circuit less likely to cause issues. This means it won't interfere with other magnetic parts. That's good. This is kind of like review, so yeah, we made it so you can detach the controller very easily, even with very little force. When you press the release button, small rod juts out of the corner of the controller. The rod pushes against the main body of the console. You shouldn't need to press the button very hard to reach this point. Using the principle of leverage, it pushes against the console with over twice the usual force. Magnets that attach the controllers to the console are strong, yes, but if they're separated by even a short distance, they become very weak. When the rod pushes the console, pushes against the console, the controller moves away just a little. This makes it easy to detach. Also, the direction in which you press the release button is the same direction that you pull to detach. Okay. This detail makes it even easier to move. I mean, yeah, but I don't see why you'd push and then... Yeah, I don't, okay. They act like they're innovation geniuses for like pointing that out. Magnetic connectors, volume 3. They have eyes? Oh my gosh. All right. The connectors used to attach the Joy-Con 2 controllers have been designed with ease in the process, but in what way? They can move a little, I think, probably, maybe. That's the one question I'm gonna be wrong on there. Question number 3. Twice as much force. Twice as much. All right, let's go. 100%. Bro, I just read it all. Why are you acting like flabbergasted that I knew that? I just read it. The controller, the what? Okay. Easy to press buttons. Yeah, they're much larger than they are, and that is amazing. I hated trying to play Mario Kart with those things. These were awful. They're much larger than the SL and SR buttons on the Nintendo Switch Joy-Con controllers. Matters of fact, the A, B, X, Y buttons and directional buttons are bigger too. Barely, but yeah. Makes them all easier to use. Okay. How the buttons work. Underneath the Joy-Con 2 buttons, there's a dome-shaped piece of metal. Beneath that, an incomplete circuit. When you press the button, the dome bends downward. The dome touches the circuit and completes it. The computer catches this and knows which button has been pressed. All told, it's a pretty simple mechanism. I didn't know that's how that worked, and I'm glad I know that now. That's cool. Hidden screws. How does a Joy-Con 2 controller stay together? It's how tight with a number of screws. There are 4 total. Can you tell where they are? Try to find them. How'd you do? Well, I have my thing on right now, so I can't really tell, but yeah. 2 screws, like the wrist strap thing. 2 screws on the side attached to the main body, but on the other side, no screws are visible at first glance. But we're hidden by a lid. I see the lid. Thanks to this, the screws in their surroundings are less likely to get dirty. It also makes the screws less noticeable and prevents them from being touched during play. That was easy. Joy-Con 2 controllers, Volume 2. Now have the Joy-Con 2. I'll have. They're bigger. Question number 2. Concrete. They got concrete in these controllers now, man. Can't believe they added concrete to these controllers, but they did. They added concrete to them. Here, what up? Man. All right. My perfect score, amazing! I did amazing, thank you so much. I wiped the floor, I've never, oh my god. What, these guys are following me around. Well, you certainly are diligent one. You had so many of our insights. Have I? Looks like you've been breezing through it all, I'm impressed. Open for business. Alright, what demo do you got me? I'm not gonna read all that because yeah. Sorry guys. Sorry, using the tabletop mode. You can't see the gameplay. My bad. Well, not my bad. Nintendo's bad. Nintendo's fault. I still love how massive the screen is. It's a variable frame rate. What is it? I've experienced VRR. What do you mean? One frame per second. Wow. You can change like the frames and stuff. It looks pretty good. That's pretty cool. That is the most tech demo out of all the games so far. We're back. Okay. What haven't we done? Is it the game? I think it's the game. Is that? Yes, it's that. La maracas, la cucaracha. Can I do this one? Man. Whoa, 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 hey, hey, hey. Man. 4 elevators, wow. Why do you have 4 elevators? They even have the Pro Controller and the other thing here too? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Alright, definitely not clearing through this today. But definitely gonna, yeah. Not too many quizzes, at least. I'm getting kind of tired of the quizzes, honestly, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Hopefully this area is all of them, because I mean it said 4 elevators. Okay. This is just FPS shoot. This isn't FPS. But too bad I'm not good at freaking shooters. I don't practice shooters at all. No, oh my gosh, why does it auto? That's really annoying. That's stop, you're wasting my time right now, you're wasting it. care. I wanna get the third one. I want to be able to play Splatoon like this. Like, hopefully in the new update that comes out in 2 days, I can play like this. In seconds, I thought it was gonna be 10, but 9's understandable. All right, hold up. Yeah, I really don't play FPSs, man. We get this one, and then we got that one, we got that one, we got... Oh, so close. That was actually insane how bad I did right there. Oh my gosh, I fumbled the bag right now. I was so close, I don't know what the other one was. Nintendo makes it... Okay, oh my gosh. Darn, Nintendo needs to make a game that's like this, like... That's not Metroid Prime, oh my gosh. Okay. Dude, this is not good. Darn it. Alright, we got this. That's terrible. Alright, first. Darn it. Alright, we're actually doing good. So close. Oh my goodness, we were so close again. Let me restart that was terrible. Let's go. We get those. Let's go do the whole long animation again. Alright. I didn't memorize all the locations, you're right. Double balloons. So twice as many? I didn't read what he said. I'll have to shoot him twice? It's like teach me how to get like headshots in CSGO. I don't know what the next one is, but we got it. We can do it. I don't remember popping this many, but okay. 15? Alright. Alright. Buddy failed. The positions for this game, or this one, are a lot more difficult than the other one. Oh my gosh, I was so close, but I... Dog. Oh, we got this one. Okay. I think we should do this. That's good to do. Okay, I actually want to know what this last one is, though. I don't know how that one's there, but okay. Man, that's not a good one to end off on, but like, what else can you do? I'm second off. Man. All right, come on. Come on, go, go, go. Where that one came from nowhere. It was okay. Alright, I need to find a better thing to. Alright, actually nowhere to be found. Man. That's not a good way to go because I don't know what the last one is. Okay. Okay. Let's Waste of time right there, let me tell you that. Alright, I need to lock it. I need to lock in. Oh, so close. I would have gotten it if I hit that perfectly. Let's go. Let's go. Oh my gosh, I'm going insane from seeing all those balloons. Wow. If I already unlocked the third part, I don't want to get for the third medal on the third part. Wow, man. Dude, I just grabbed my regular like mouse from my computer and it feels so much better. It feels so much better compared to the grabbing it with a thin joystick, Joy-Con. Yep. Okay, I'm doing it. I'm gonna do it, but I'm not. I'm gonna try to get the last one. At least not right now. Because that last one made me go kind of insane. Bro, what? No! Oh, so close. I don't even want to know what the other one is. Probably 50. Why does it odd? I can understand two. I can understand the two medals because it's not. It doesn't tell you that you don't. You get the third one yet until yeah. But why does it auto back you out if you just get one medal? Why? All right. Ooh. Right. Okay. So I want to go and send to just 20 of these. Oh my gosh. Oh, of course the last one's under there where I can't see it. Beautiful, beautiful. It's having the most whack spot ever. There we go. I'm done. I don't want to do it again. I'm gonna go insane if I try to get the third one. I'd like I'd flip out. I'd go crazy. Oh, that's the. I get that one. Did it just say logo? Just the logo is an attraction in itself. Okay. I could have if I found it maybe. What is this game? There's a lot on this thing to check off. Shouldn't be anything over there. What do I hear? Alright. Or at least this is more complex. Rubber pad. Rubber cap, upper right. Lower right. Rubber cap. Oh, not lower. Rubber cap, yeah. Time to scrape some paint. Stain removal. I didn't read all that. I didn't read all that. Oh my gosh. Bro, you're kidding me. You're kidding me. Gotta get the little spots, these dots first, so. Dude. This minigame sucks. This minigame stinks, man. Alright, gotta get the small little dots. Okay. Best thing to do is to try to get as much as you can in on one scrape like this. Alright, I should use my whole arm, but this is better if I just use my wrist. Better. This is good. Dude. I don't even want to try to imagine what the third medal is. I guess the going slow doesn't do anything. Come on. Why is my guy not? Look at my guy speaking. On occasion. Okay. Alright. This is annoying. I hate this game. I hate this minigame so much. And why is my guy not talking? Come on. Okay. After I beat this one, after I beat this one on one more quiz, then we're done. We're done for the stream. For today. Alright. Come on. I can do scratch off tickets. That would have been a lot better game than scraping off paint. Nintendo. This is impossible. This is impossible, Nintendo. Dude, Nintendo. What are you actually doing? Come on. So close, man. So close. My arm's getting tired, man. Alright, we're gonna do one more try, then do a quiz, come back to this, and we're gonna not stop streaming until we beat it. Alright, this is actually the last one until after the whatever. I need to try not to push down so hard because it doesn't matter how hard I push down. Okay. Nope. That is terrible. And then there's a second one. Don't say I'm fast. I'm not fast. No, I don't. Freaking God. Leave me out. Hey, let's try stage 2 then. Let's try part 2. It's just a larger stain. It's a handprint. It's creepy. Okay, we're not getting 30. We can get the other one. We can get the other one. Okay. 35? Okay, that might be doable. We'll try one more and then quiz and come back to these two. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh, my arm hurts. Alright, quiz. Quiz. And then come back to the first part. Wow, my arm hurts. Wow, my arm hurts. Wow, my arm hurts. I need a rest. My arm needs some rest. Wow. I don't even want to imagine how fast you have to do it for the third medal. I can't even fathom. I can't even fathom that. Wow. Also, why did my guy stop? Why did he stop talking? He's not in sync with me. I have to fix that real quick. Hello. Hey. Hello. Uh-oh. Oh. Hello. Hey. Okay. You can still hear me? I don't know what's going on, my guy. Okay. There we go. That's better. He's here. He's doing it. He's living it up. All right. Quiz, and then we go to the scrape again, and then we're done. We're gonna put it down. 3. Okay. All right. Easily attaches to and detach from the grip. When it comes to the Joy-Con 2 grip, touching and attaching the Joy-Con controller is easy. I think it's easier on the number 1, but oh well. The controllers contain magnets, so you simply hold them up to the sides and they attach by themselves. The release buttons let you attach each of the controllers with ease. For example, if you're playing alone with the grip but don't want to add a second player, but you want to add a second player, you can attach the Joy-Con 2 and hand it to someone else right away. The enlarged Joy-Con 2 grip. The Joy-Con 2 controllers are bigger than the Nintendo Switch Joy-Con controllers. This means the Joy-Con 2 grip is larger than the Joy-Con grip. However, simply making it bigger would make it harder to hold, so the ends of the grip have been made thinner to make it easier to grasp. Standing grip. The Joy-Con 2 grip can stand up. The grip can stand so it doesn't take up much space when it's time to put it away. That's news to me. There are 2 protrusions on the underside measuring approximately 0.2 millimeters each. These protrusions act as tiny feet. It's a subtle detail, but this is what helps keep the grip popped up. I did not know that they could do that. That's wild. Insights quiz. Joy-Con 2 grip. Power of love keeps them together. I think it's actually super glue, but question number 3. Store without taking too much space. All right, let's go. Let's go get the. Let's show that scraper what. Yeah. Actually, we'll just finish the quiz. We'll finish this. Why not? It's like 2. Yeah. Why not do the 2? Charging grip. The Joy-Con 2 charging grip, sold separately, has a key difference from the Joy-Con 2 grip. It includes a USB Type-C connector. You can connect a USB cable here to charge Joy-Con 2 controllers, but that's not all. When the Joy-Con 2 charging grip is connected to the dock or Nintendo Switch 2 console with a USB cable, it connects to the console via wired communication, not wireless. GLGR buttons. The Joy-Con 2 charging grip isn't just for charging controllers. Like the Nintendo Switch 2 Pro controller, includes a GL button and a GR button. You can use your middle or ring fingers to press them. These 2 buttons are completely separate from the other buttons. Off the bat, nothing will happen when you press either of them. I just noticed this has 19 slides. That's the most I've seen out of any of them. But you can assign different buttons to them in any configuration you like. For example, if you find yourself using button if you find yourself using the minus button a lot, I don't think anybody does, but if you find yourself using it a lot, you can assign it to the GL button. If you prefer, and if pressing the right stick is too much of a hassle, you can assign its behavior to the GR button instead. That is that's good. Or maybe you realize that you need to press the B button while keeping the right stick and ZR button pressed. In this case, just assign the B button to. People can't do that, bro. Just like do a weird claw grip or something. In this case, just assign the B button to the GR button. Press and hold the home button to access the quick settings and map buttons on the from there. The map buttons from there. Button mapping settings are stored per user and per game. You can tailor the settings to your liking to any game you want, in any game you want, for any game you want. The GL and GR buttons have also been carefully designed. They should be comfortable to press, no matter your hand size, no matter. Really haven't inferred a lot on this stuff, man. We've taken the button's positions, relative height and size to account. This means they won't get in the way if you don't need them, but they'll be easy to press if you do. You're welcome. It's hard work. Let's try it. Let's quiz me. Quiz me. Joy-Con 2 charging grip. Question number 1. What can the Joy-Con 2 charging grip do other than charge the Joy-Con 2? It can use wired communication. There you go. GL and GR. What does the G stand for, I wonder? That was 2 questions. Okay, what does the GL and GR stand for? Or G, I don't, what does the G stand for in that? Hello? Stamp? There we go. That's what I was hoping for. Yeah, let's just finish out this area. Honestly, I can do it. Well, maybe not the mini games, honestly. But yeah, we'll save over there for last. So we're gonna go back over here. Finish this mini game. Go over to the other side, and then we're done. Ooh, what's this? Oh, you can't. Oh, you can't. You can't do that. All right. I think my problem with this is it's not so big, and it's easier to go back and forth in big things instead of like small. All right, we got this. First try, first try. It's 15, right? Dude, how did I do it that quick? This is so much harder than the Nintendo U. Okay, my stream messed up and I was so close to getting it. Oh, so close to getting it, but my stream messed up, but I still didn't get it. So, oh, it's 17? I thought it was 15 this entire time. That would help me feel a lot better, bro. That would have helped me feel a lot better. And I probably could have gotten it already. Alright. We got this, we got this. Alright, still didn't get it. Still didn't get it. Okay, just, okay. Okay, we got this, we got this. Darn it. Alright, we got this, we got this. We got this, we got this. Come on, come on. Man, I'm cleaning like my mouse pad right now, man. I'm cleaning it. I'm like, there's so much friction. I'm gonna like start a fire. I start a fire? Can I sue Nintendo? Be great. All that Nintendo money would be great. Ow! My arm hurts so bad, man. Guys, just don't play. Just don't spend the $10 because of this one singular thing. If you want to complete, if you want 100%, if you want to 100% this game, just don't buy this game. Just don't save yourself the trouble. My arm, man. This is wild. This is wild, man. This is actually just wild. Why am I struggling so much with this? I was right there. I was right there, man. I was right there. I was so close. I was so close. I was so close. Alright, alright. How do people... Dude, I can't even wanna... I don't even wanna imagine trying to speedrun this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is wild. This is insane. So how's your day been, guys? How's your day been? Hope it's been good. Hope you didn't have to torture yourself with this. Oh my... Guys, please like and subscribe. I'm going through just absolute torture right now. Please subscribe. Please subscribe right now. I'm going through so much pain and torture. Please like and subscribe. This is all for your enjoyment. Oh my god. This is actually Nintendo's enjoyment. Whoever invented the time limit on this game, dude, seek some help, please, bro. Dude, you need you need Jesus. I'm not even kidding. Why would you inflict this torture on someone? How could you think about this and like, yeah, this is a fun little game with this time limit? Oh my god. So if I can do bigger stuff for this stuff, those things. What if I can do oh. Dude, I'm gonna cry. Sure, where am I? I'm gonna cry. Nintendo. I spent so much money on your new console. This is how you repay me? I spent $10 on this game? I should be getting paid to do this, bro. I feel like I'm washing dishes again. I hated washing dishes as a job, bro. I quit. I quit washing dishes. Oh my gosh, oh my Sigma. Oh, man. Alright. I should lock in. Nintendo, this doesn't affect me at all. It's honestly just not, it's just the average day. Average day in my life. Average walk in the park. honestly really simple and easy. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. So, I need to know, how many cells have you gotten on your new Switch 2, huh? There's been a lot. I think it outsold the PS2's launch. I wonder if it's gonna outsell the PS2. I wonder. I feel like it has the potential. I mean, who knows? Not a single person knows if it's gonna outsell the PS2. Some people may think one way or another, but that doesn't change what's actually gonna happen just because you think something. Just because you guess that one way. Oh my goodness, guys! I'm not gonna quit though. I'm not quitting. Never back down. Never what? Never give up. Never back down. Never what? Never back down. Never what? Never give up. Never back down. Never what? Never give up. Never back down. Never what? I can't hear you. Never give up. Ah! Dude, this is okay. So close. Why is it 17? I don't even want to imagine what the third one is. Oh my gosh, subscribe. Oh my god, subscribe. So close on that one. Honestly, that was a pretty good run. That was a really good run. I don't know why OBS did that again. But that's just more of a sign for me to stop streaming, but I have to beat this. It's that 0.74 seconds off, man. Wow. So I'm really amazed by this product of yours. I can't believe you fit all this torture into a $10 package. And you lead the player on by not informing them of this minigame until way later. So you basically you drag them in to make them want to complete it. It's just like, yeah, this seems easy enough to complete. Don't try it. Don't try it. Alright, my wrist. Alright. Okay. That wasn't gonna be it. I need to change my kilobits per second that I have outputting because I think that's what's causing OBS to disconnect. But I'll remember that before I get into my next stream. So, yep. All right, this is the one. I love. It's not. It's not the one. It wasn't the one, guys. It wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't. Oh my goodness. Really didn't release like Rage game, like Mario Kart and this all on the same day. I don't know what they're. I mean, I love Mario Kart. Honestly, it's a lot more fun than this. There's just some rage in that, but this is. I'm not doing this off camera. I'm gonna stay on stream till this. I feel like I've been doing this for at least 20 minutes. I'm doing little chunks. I feel like that's helping us doing better. Still not enough, but I think it's part of the strat. Okay. Nintendo, I'm honestly starting to regret buying your console. How was part 2 easier than part 1? Oh! I thought that was it. I thought that was it. I thought that was it. I thought that was it, guys. I thought that was it. OBS disconnected again. Yeah, we love it. We love that when that happens. Alright. That's just not gonna work. That's not gonna happen. Man. I can't, dude. I gotta stay here until... Oh my gosh. Like, this is generally just impossible. That's not gonna do it. That wasn't gonna do it. Oh, I thought that was it. I thought that was it. Nintendo, like, can't you like lower the difficulty on this? Alright, restart. Let's try it on not my mouse pad. Okay. Oh, okay, I messed up. I gotta continue. I gotta. That was so close. That was so close. Oh, that's better. That was better. That was better. That was better start. Better start. Better start. All right. All right. All right. All right. Darn it! There weren't those little specks. I feel like that would have been it. This is awful. This is awful. Sorry guys, I didn't mean for a second. We've been 0.14 seconds off, so it's possible they wouldn't give us this challenge if it wasn't possible. I just don't know the nuances of this. Yeah, we got it. Nintendo, Nintendo, what are you doing making this awful game? Doing Nintendo making this game? Okay. Dog. There's no way there isn't some luck involved in this. Like with how... Man, my arm. If I ever see a like splatter of paint on the wall ever again after this, I'm gonna have PTSD. I'm gonna have PTSD. Oh my gosh, dude. Yes! 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 Don't show me this again, bro. Don't make me... Oh my gosh. Do not make me look at this freaking minigame ever again. I never want to... Oh my gosh. Thank you for joining stream today. Thank you for watching. If you did watch. This is definitely going in the video. I finished that in no time flat. I mean, I thought you'd do well, but not this well. You must have not seen the... I don't even know how many attempts I did. It was probably like 30, 40 minutes worth of attempts. I'm not gonna... Here. I'm gonna see what the third medal requires you to get to. Because if it's anything... I thought I could get there. I feel like that's doable. But not today. Not today. My arm is fried. But I will go over here and position myself so when we start up again next time, I don't have to walk all the way over here. But thank you for watching. Thank you for... You don't know how happy I am to be done with that. That took way too long, way longer than I thought it would. Someone lost their maracas. No! We'll return this to somebody in the next stream that I do this. Next stream should be the end. It should be the end of this whole thing. Because we only have, I think there's 2 more controllers left maybe, but I don't know. I'll see. We either have 1 or 2 more streams left, but thank you for joining me today.